Ready? All right, just want to show everybody what I'm working on. This is just a test. This is just plain soft steel, mild steel. If you look, can you see in the bottom of that? I just kind of made a hole, and then I wrapped the wire up one way, and then I made another hole in this end, and I took a second piece of wire and I put it into that hole and wrapped it in the same pattern. As you can see, they both flow the same direction. If you can tell, and you may not be able to tell, but the positive and negative are different colors just because of the corrosion in this process. So then at the bottom I ran it up, and I have a positive and negative end to this to create electrolysis. And the point is, I'm trying to get to the point where I can create hydrogen. Here's my bucket of water. First test was without any baking soda, and baking soda is one of those things that helps the electrolysis process. So once I put more baking soda in, I was able to create a lot of bubbles. And so this is just a test. I will use stainless steel wire or braided stainless steel wire to actually make my hydrogen cells. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here and show you all what it looks like. I have a Duralast deep cycle marine battery. It's 115 amp hours. And I'll just be using that. It's on a full charge, and I don't have an amp meter to show you how many amps this draws, but I bet it's quite a bit. That's as technical as I could put it. My son and we brought some matches out here because we were lighting the bubbles on fire, and they kind of make a little bit of a pop. So I'm going to go ahead. I've got the positive hooked up here, and I'm going to just touch the negative, and I want you to see what happens in this bucket. So now I've connected it, and you can start to see very fine, small bubbles of hydrogen making their way to the top of this bucket. Can you see that? Can you see the hydrogen? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to hopefully not blow myself up, but oh, one-handed match light. That was pretty amazing. Wish you could have got that on camera. I can't really see the bubbles. It's hard to tell. I need to do this in a smaller contained area.
See the bubbles coming up.
So you can see the bubbles. That's hydrogen. So now I just disconnected it. The plan is, don't put the camera down here. This is a mess. I do not know if this will work, but I've got this old Coleman camp stove, and I'm going to try and get this to the point where I can actually run a Coleman camp stove, and I haven't done enough testing or research on it. That's the, this is the, where the heck does that go? Oh, here we go. So this thing kind of goes in here, and it goes into this unit right here. I don't think I'll use that. I'll use something different or something similar, but anyway. Let's see if we can run this on battery power. The cool thing about HHO or hydrogen is you can burn it in an enclosed environment. It doesn't create any carbon monoxide. No carbon monoxide, so you don't have to worry about killing yourself when you're cooking in a tent or a car or enclosed environment. So we'll see. We'll keep testing and put some more videos out there.